What's going on? Rawstarr and Misfits here again with Morris, giving you our week's projection of the NFL. Last week I was 12-4. This dude over here was 13-3. Hopefully this week I can beat him. So we got a lot of different picks this week. So
it's gonna be good.
It's gonna be good.
All right, we're gonna start it off with the Patriots and Buffalo. Now, Buffalo definitely they're 2-0, and the Patriots are 2-0 as well. But I don't think that Buffalo will be able to stop the Patriots' pass.
It's a fight for the AFC East too. So I would say this: if Buffalo can defend, can get the pass off against the last pass defense in the league, they have a good chance on winning.
Buffalo won't stop the Pats. I'm going Pats.
I want Buffalo, and this is my upset of the week.
Okay. Lions against Minnesota Vikings. Now, Matthew Stafford is healthy, like I was telling you guys last week, and he has his full arsenal of weapons. And Minnesota is still not letting Donovan McNabb go deep the way that he does. That is his strong point. He has an arm, but they will not let him use his... They haven't unleashed him yet. So I'm definitely going Lions again.
I will say this. I'm going with Lions. I'm going Lions also. I just think the Vikings aren't prepared just yet because they're not prepared just yet, but they will be eventually down the line later on this season.
Now this should be an easy one right here. New York Giants and the Philly. Mike Vick practiced today. He should be in, and after the close loss they took last week, they'll definitely take this one at home against the Giants.
This is going to be a bad year for the Mannings in general. I'm going Eagles this year for this game.
Ooh, even Archie?
Even Archie.
Shit.
Even Archie.
Jacksonville and Carolina. Okay, Cam Newton. Can he get his first win here at home?
I believe Cam Newton will get his first win in this game. I believe that both teams are very good because they both 1-1. One team 1-1, the other team's 0-2. But I believe the production that Cam Newton has been putting up against the caliber of teams that he's been playing, that this is destined to be his first win.
I hate to say it, but I'm going to go with Newton in this one and the Panthers as well.
Okay, 49ers and the Bengals. Cincinnati Bengals. Okay, I'll say Niners on this one. I really believe that that the Niners were able to pull this off. They both 1-1, and I believe, looking at both teams, looking at both fronts, that they should be, I'm serious, they should be able to pull it off. And Bengals barely won last week also.
He's definitely wrong on this one. Bengals are at home with their two rookie receivers, A.J. Green, Jerome Simpson. Andy Dalton's going to be getting them the ball. This is their debut at home. They will definitely take this one.
I don't care.
Alex Smith is not, he's still not what he is being paid to be. Bengals.
Home or not, you can still lose.
Sure you can. But it is an advantage. Bengals.
Texans and Saints. In my opinion, this is going to be one of the better games of this coming Sunday. Okay, Texans. I believe Texans are going to win their division anyway. I believe this is going to put them up front to say, okay, the Texans are for real this year. And I believe Texans will be able to beat the Saints.
Texans will not make it out of the first round of the playoffs if they even go. So win the division all you want. Anyway, I'm going to go Saints on this one. Too much firepower. They will not be able to stop Drew Brees. They won't be able to stop anybody. The Texans put up points. They don't stop people from putting up points. It's just going to be another shootout. I definitely go with the Saints when it comes to a shootout.
Okay. Texans. Dolphins and Browns. Okay. We're actually going against, I think we're both going with the Browns on this one. Yeah. I believe that the Dolphins are really horrible this year. Really horrible.
I like the Dolphins. I like the Dolphins. I love Brandon Marshall. I think he's an amazing receiver, and I think Henne has been putting up some pretty good numbers as well. And I really like Carpenter. He gave me a lot of points last year.
I believe I love the Miami quarterback. I just don't think they're not going to produce this year.
Okay.
They're not going to produce this year at all, in my opinion.
Well, I like Hillis and McCoy in this one, and the Cleveland Browns at home. All right, Broncos and Tennessee. Now, Tennessee beat up on Baltimore last week. Do they come out with the same intensity, or are they lax now because they just beat like one of the toughest defenses in the league?
Last week was a fluke. I'm sorry. Last week was a fluke. I don't care what anybody says. Last week was a fluke for the Titans. I believe they're going to go into their home game against the Broncos and lose in Tennessee.
I'm going to go with Tennessee. Chris Johnson has not earned the money that he got this offseason, and I think this is the game where he shows that he is worth those millions of dollars that they are paying him.
Broncos.
And the Broncos have too many injuries right now anyway.
No, I don't know. There are people who's injured going to come back. Supposed to come back this game.
All right.
So I'm on Broncos.
Tennessee. KC and the Chargers. KC lost their starting safety, Eric Berry, and they lost Jamal Charles, both for the year.
Do we even have to do this game? I'm sorry. Chargers are going to charge all over Kansas City. And you know what? And I won't be surprised if the Chargers score 40 or more on them. So
the Lions did.
And the Bills did too.
All right.
Chargers. Ravens in St. Louis. I feel that the Ravens are going to win this game. I don't believe the Rams have adequately proven themselves to even go up against a caliber team of this nature. And I feel that they're really going to fight really, really hard. But the Ravens in the end are going to pull it off. And they're really pissed off right now.
I bet after the ass kicking they took last week to the Tennessee Titans. I'm going to go with the Ravens on this one. Okay, New York Jets and Oakland Raiders. I don't believe in Mark Sanchez. I don't believe in their running game. The defense is pretty good, but I don't believe in their quarterback, and I don't believe in their running back. I am definitely going with the Oakland Raiders at home.
Okay, I will say this. This is going to be a test to both teams, considering the fact that the Raiders lost a heartbreaker against the Bills last week, and the very end, in a game they had a very strong opportunity to win, and they were upset in the second quarter. If they can defend like they did in the first quarter, in the second quarter, like they did against the Bills, against the Jets, the Raiders have a good chance on winning. However, I believe the Jets going in there 2-0, and they might pull it off. So I'm going with the Jets.
Green Bay and Chicago. Chicago at home. What are you thinking?
I'm going. This is of course a big rivalry, and I don't like this.
Green Bay.
It's going to be a good game. I'm going with Green Bay though.
Chicago doesn't have an offense that I believe can keep up with Green Bay. Okay, Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Bucks. Now, we have differences on this one. He's going with the Bucks, even though Josh Freeman has shown nothing all season, and the Falcons just beat up on the Eagles. Not beat up on them, but they beat them. I'm definitely going with the Falcons.
Okay, I will say this. I don't believe the Falcons would have won last week if Vic did not get injured. So, and via their performance, and via that I believe the Bucks are going to turn some heads later on this season. I'm going with the Bucks on this one. I believe the Bucks will beat the Falcons. Cardinals and Seahawks. One of the games that no one cares about.
Unless you're in Arizona, right?
I'm like, unless you're Cards fan, because I've met one in California.
I met one once.
I met a few Cardinals fans.
I met one.
And I met a whole bunch of Seahawks.
Never met a Seahawks fan.
But in all seriousness, I believe that the Cardinals will edge this victory.
I'm going to go with Cardinals, too. I was hating on Cole through the offseason, saying that this guy is not worth what they were giving him. But I think he's got something going on. I'm going to go with Fitzgerald and Kolb on this one. All right. Here are my boys. The Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday night. Now, the Pittsburgh Steelers will definitely be putting a pounding on the Colts. They have lost all their intensity, all their drive to win once their quarterback went out. They don't even want to be on that field on Sunday, and you will see it, the way that the Pittsburgh Steelers stomp on the Colts. Start all of your Steelers players in your fantasy league.
Okay, I will say this to you. I love you, Indiana. I got pride for my Indiana. But Indiana, you're going to get annihilated.
Annihilated.
And I will say this. This is one of the games that was put on Sunday night before the season started as being a premier game. And basically, this is going to be a blowout. So I'm sorry, but the Steelers are going to spank the Colts. Last game of the week.
Cowboys and Indians.
It's Cowboys and Indians, yeah, basically. And I'm going with the Indians. And I just changed your shit. I changed my pick like right before we did this video, mainly because of new information that came to my attention via me that Miles Austin is out. Yeah, and Tony Romo has a collapsed lung and a cracked rib. I know about Tony Romo, but I still thought that they would be able to pull
and
it
Felix
off.
Felix Jones has done nothing the first 2 weeks. I'm sorry to cut you off, but I'm intense about this.
I've dropped Jones from my fantasy.
Where's your loyalty?
Just because I hate the Cowboys. I just had him on because he was a runner, but he just screwed me over. And basically, I believe that down with the Cowboys, I believe the Redskins are going to pull it off. And even though I do not like Rex Grossman, I believe that he's winning games. He's producing, and the Cowboys aren't. So they were
Redskins are playing with some intensity. They're 2-0 on a Monday night game away. I can't remember the last time that they were 2-0 on a Monday night game. They are competitors this year. They're playing with ambition.
Yeah, so all you people in Washington, D.C.
Hey, DMV, stand up.
Thanks for tuning in this week. Give a comment, give your opinion. Me, Rawstarr, Black. I'll put our Twitter at the bottom. You can hit us up and say whatever to us. And we'll see you next week. Go Bills.